have had mom guilt from the first day I went to work.
Whoa. The expectation was this baby, just give him a shower and he'll be able to sleep throughout the night.
That's my dream. And that's actually something so humbling about motherhood. Realizing that, hey, I can't do this on my own. I'm gonna die.
Yes. You had depression?
Yeah, I think I really did.
I didn't realize I had depression until my husband pointed out to me that you are depressed.
Oh, hi there. I didn't realize you're here already. Hey guys, welcome back to Chicha to Shiko podcast with your girl, Shiko Mwangi. I am so excited. Welcome to episode 2. Can you believe it? Here we are again. And let me tell you guys, today I'm excited. I'm so excited because we have our first guest and it just had to be this mama with me today. I have a very good friend of mine for several years. Nice.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you a little bit about Nice, aka Mama Tai. Mama, you're the most handsome boy I have ever seen.
Oh, he is.
With the prettiest smile.
Yeah.
Let me try and introduce you. One kama ninakujua vizuri for the years tumejuana.
Okay.
So Nice here is married. She's a wife to a wonderful husband. She's a mom to the most handsome boy. She is an interior designer, interior stylist. She styles spaces. Yeah. If you need somebody to style your space, she's the one to call. Undo, mindo nawapea plug. Muniambie. Digital marketer, I'm a social media manager. Yes. She's born again. She's a powerful intercessor. Hey, you're done for. And an amazing friend of mine. We love her as a family. Familia zetu tutapendananga tu. Tumekuwa na yeye this journey from pregnancy. From #TTC, if you know, you know. To pregnancy, to marriage. Hey, we've just been together. Before marriage.
Pregnancy.
You know?
Now moms.
Exactly. And you know, those friends you just know God sent.
Yeah.
No, you suffered.
Absolutely.
You just had to be my first guest.
I'm glad to be here.
Karibu sana.
I mean, I would be mad if I was not the first guest.
You know how you pushed me to get back to this space.
Yes.
So it just had to be you.
Yeah.
Poleni,
Thank you.
Poleni, my friends. Now love. But here we are. I'm so excited.
I am too.
So relax. Just feel free. I just want us to have a nice chat. I mean, it's chit chat.
Yes.
So kazi yetu ni kuyap. Just talk, have a good time. So I'd like us to answer a few questions as we tackle the topic about just becoming a mom.
Yeah.
Dealing with the old self versus now, you know, just the identity shift that happens on motherhood.
Yeah.
We all know how daunting, how overwhelming, how beautiful motherhood is. And it comes with so many changes.
Yeah.
Napenda kusema I am Shiko 2.0 because the Shiko before being a mom and the Shiko now Mama Nawiri.
Different.
Exactly. So to start us off, I'd like to ask, so we'll just be answering questions. I'll just be asking them out and then we'll be answering each, just sharing our experience. Off to the first one. What kind of mom did you imagine you'd be before you became one? And was there a defining moment, was there a defining moment when that vision started to fall apart or evolve?
I thought I would be the super mom. There's nothing I cannot do on my own. I saw my mom do it, but I feel maybe she did not express how she's doing it. You know how kids see mom is the superhuman. If there's any problem, I'll just go to mom. Yes. So I thought that's how I viewed her. She was able to, she studied when she was still with us. She was able to work. She was able to be a mom, a wife, and even showed up for community and her friends. So it was like, I will not be the first one, so I can clearly be able to handle this. Because if my mom did it, if her friends, my aunts did it, who am I not to do it? Hey, shock on me. Where? It was crazy. It was hard. It was crazy. Emotions were everywhere. The expectation versus the reality was just crazy. Yes.
So was there like a defining moment that you realized, hey, I can't do this?
4th trimester, the ghetto, they call that
Yeah.
the ghetto. 4th trimester was like, because I had expressly told a few people, especially my sisters in love, that my sisters, my blood sisters were not around. So
Yeah.
my sisters in love, God bless them. I had expressly told them that I don't think I'll need any help. I don't want too many
Yeah.
people at home. I think I'll be just fine with my husband and
Oh,
I.
yes.
Hey. Wacha nikwambie, when I entered, like when I found myself in the situation,
Yeah.
I was like, I need help.
Yeah.
Send help. Can I come? Please
Please do. When-
as quick
Kuja
as you
haraka sana.
can. Yes.
And it takes a lot of strength, and it's also very humbling as
Yes,
a mom
it
to even
is.
ask for that
It
help.
is so
Yeah.
humbling.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Also being a firstborn,
Oh, yeah.
I am a firstborn, so
Yeah.
it's like you feel you've always handled things, and you're like, I can also handle
Yeah.
this. There's nothing that I cannot handle. Yes. So I think 4th trimester was the defining moment for me, when like the reality of things don't.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you had to humble yourself
I
and
had
ask
to.
for that help.
I had
Oh
to.
my God. And that's actually something so humbling about motherhood. Realizing that, hey, I can't do this on
I
my own.
can't.
I'm gonna die.
Yes.
And even asking for that. And it takes strength. It takes strength. I
Yeah.
relate because I was also the same. I also had the whole, I can do it. I mean, so we didn't get help like a nanny until I was about to go to work. So it was just my husband and myself and our little baby.
Yeah.
And my God, it was hard. It was hard because now you're wondering, okay, first of all, you're angry
Yes.
because you're hungry
Yes.
and tired.
Yes.
There's this baby.
You're also healing.
So there's so much until now I realized, hey, you know what? Actually, I wish we did it differently. I wish we got a nanny way before, like
prior.
even before
Yes.
the birth of the baby. Because man, it was difficult. And then now I realized now the drift. Ilifanya like now I'm getting angry at my husband. But I'm
Yeah.
not angry at him, I'm just tired. I just
Yes.
need help. He's also a really stretched thing because now he's had to give up work for a while.
Yes.
As well to just
And this is
support
also
me.
new for both of you.
Exactly. So the newness of just postpartum,
Yes.
the 4th trimester
Is the gate. When they say it's the real
it's the
ghetto.
real ghetto. That was hard. That
For
was
the
a hard
trimester was the
season.
hardest for me.
And remember, even when you were out of it, you were like, hey, I'm so glad I'm now out of this
I'm
season.
out.
Because it's a relief when you're out of it. Because it's really hard.
Yes.
I remember, so for me to answer this question, the mom I'd imagine I'd be before I became one. So I speak about even before I knew the gender of my baby, because I have a baby girl, but before I always used to imagine myself as a boy mom. So the picture I had of me as a mom was me going for football games, wearing the soccer hats. If you know me, you know I love these hats, sporty shoes, just shorts.
The cool mom.
The cool mom. I wasn't thinking about postpartum. I don't know why when you're imagining yourself to be a mom or even imagining yourself to be anything in life, you never imagine the hard bits of these processes.
Yeah.
So I was never imagining postpartum. I'd be there with being all sweaty and tired and hungry and maybe not even showered for 2-3 days. I was not imagining all that. I was just having a glossy image of myself. So that was me before I knew my baby's gender. But once I knew it was a girl, the image shifted. It was like a 360 degrees shift. I was imagining making her hair, going to Miniso. First I went to Miniso, I remember when I was like, I think 6 or 7 months pregnant.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was just seeing these two cute things. And I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to come shopping with my girl. And just buying these two things. So that's the picture I had of me as a mom. I'm sure we're still going to do those things with Nawiri, yes. But now, the defining moment of me realizing, hey,
what is this?
It was when I realized mom brain was real. A few weeks postpartum, I think Nawiri was probably a week or 2. And we were at home now with my hubby, and I think my elder sister was around as well.
Yeah.
And now Kevin was the one going for shopping and everything, of course. And I remember sending him, I needed brawn. You know the brawn you put in
the beef
sandwiches?
brawn.
Yes. Do you know what I was calling it? Ham.
Whoa.
And I sent it, and I was even texting him, bring me ham. Like I think 3 times. Ananipigia, he's like, Ham, huku he knows what this amount of money. I'm like, Ham is usually, bro, whatever I'm calling Ham is usually like 100, and it's really very cheap. So I wasn't getting why the supermarket he was going to was selling it so expensive.
Yeah.
So I was like, doesn't make sense. Achana tu now. Do you know, it hit me like 3 or so days later. Oh, what I actually wanted was brawn. And I was like,
whoa.
Mom brain. And I was so mad at myself because I used to forget things. Like I was like, what is happening? Usually, before the baby, I was the one who was reminding my hubby things. I was the one who was like, hey, you have an appointment here. You're supposed to do da 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 da.
Yeah.
I hear him have a conversation with a client on call and remind him you're supposed to send ABCD.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm the one who can't make a difference between ham and brawn. What do you mean?
Yes.
So that made me so mad because I was like, what is this motherhood thing? What do you know, this mom brain? I was like, miss me with that mom brain.
Yeah.
I'm smart. It does not know being smart.
You.
Does not know what it's doing eating fish and omega-3. It does not care about that. It just happens because it's hormonal.
It is.
So that was the defining moment for me.
Yeah.
And now I think that was also now bits of postpartum was like just me forgetting, being forgetful, me realizing I'm not the same person anymore. Me being angry, you know, the postpartum rage that comes out of nowhere.
Yes.
You're just
Tell
angry.
me about
You're just
it.
tired. And then I remember one day I was just telling my husband, hey, kuna siku people will stop depending on me in this house. Because the minute I sit down, the baby, I just needed to eat. The minute he served me food and soup, you know how we used to take bone broth?
Yes.
Hey, your bone broth hata nimekunywa ikiwa baridi. Because now I'm already tired of asking him to keep warming it.
Yes.
So the minute he served me food, the baby
wakes up.
The baby needs me. The baby needs... It was an ending. It was exhausting.
Yeah.
We love our babies, guys.
We do. Absolutely. Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I think for me, I already knew it was a boy before even, what is it? The gender scan or whatever.
Yeah.
I always knew my firstborn will be a boy.
And you kept saying it.
Yes, because there was a time I prayed before I even got married.
Yeah.
And I just feel it was a confirmation from God. So that was a confirmation that I was not the Lulu.
You're not the Lulu.
It was God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, that's beautiful. Such a cute baby boy. And let me tell you guys, Nivanya too, we're not showing you our babies' faces, but they're adorable.
Yeah.
So on to our second question. How did motherhood change how you see yourself? Not just physically, but also emotionally or even spiritually.
How it changed how I view myself. I think spiritually, and this encompasses all, I've learned to depend on God more.
For sure.
I've learned through this journey, I can't do it on my own. Like right now, I have to leave home for work.
Yeah.
I have to leave my baby under the care of a new person. So I just have to be, I can't be with my baby
24/7.
24/7. Are they called helicopter parents or what?
Yeah, I've been seeing that.
Yes, so I have to my dependence on God and just praying to God has been constant. That also includes my emotions because I can't pour out my rage on everyone just because I'm having a moment because of my hormones or just being being a mother. So I have also to pray and depend on God about my emotions. I think emotionally I also have to think about how I let out my emotions. Because now there is a little human being that is observant. You know, we may think that they are still small or young, but it's the physical body. Their spirits are
they're
the
learning,
same.
yes, they're
like
picking
ours.
things.
They're picking things. Ty is very observant. He's like me. He's very observant. So I have to be cautious about that. Physically, how it has changed me. Oh, in the beginning, I'll say right now, I feel like I'm back to myself.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, it was difficult from the healing process. The insomnia.
Oh, yeah.
I can't interrupted sleep. Ooh,
The ghetto.
Where I love my sleep. So nobody even want. Let me just tell you, the expectation was this baby will just give him a shower and he'll be able to sleep throughout the night.
Throughout the night. That's a dream.
Whoa. Hey, it was crazy. So physically, I'll just say the insomnia, the interrupted sleep, and also physically in the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, it was, my body was, you saw me when I was pregnant and you are laughing at me.
We used to just
My
make fun
big
of each other.
nose, my big fish lips.
Imagine that was literally a year ago.
Yes.
You know, a year ago we were in the
yes.
of pregnancy.
In the thick of it.
Hey. And here we are.
Yes. So, yes, the physical changes.
Yeah.
But I'm just feeling right now it's when I'm coming back to myself.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Mm.
So for me, I'd say spiritually, from pregnancy, I got way closer to God than I've ever been in my life.
Yeah.
Like, I remember, I like telling the story. It's usually such a beautiful, I think, coincidence. The day I found out I was pregnant, the day I actually informed my husband, because I told him the day after. The day I told him was on Sunday. And in church, the preaching was Psalms 139. And I have never meditated on this verse like I did in that season. Because, it's talking about how you knew me when I was in my mother's womb. So I was just like, there, I'm just touching my stomach and I'm like, there's a little someone growing there, So I'm just like, oh my God. Like, it just, from actually that day, I remember I even wrote down Psalms 139 in my notebook and I was just like reading it over and over again because I was like, praying for this baby's toes, fingers, eyes, kidneys, every single part of the body. If the app tells me today her nails are growing, I'm praying for those nails.
Yeah.
So it made me alert in a way that I am listening to God more to date. I am more keen on what God is saying of our lives, what God is telling us about this baby, including her name. Her name, I got it through a dream. And that was even through just me being alert.
The first name?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the first name. The second one, we agreed with the dad. That is Nawiri. The first one, we haven't shared it online.
I know.
Iyo wacheni baba yake. So that one was given in a dream. And I know if I was not spiritually alert, I wouldn't have even could have just called her something else. And names are powerful, you know that.
Yeah.
And so from pregnancy through motherhood, it has actually made me very alert. I am craving just being in God's presence.
Yes.
Just being with Him. Because honestly, those quiet times that I have, and those quiet times have even been when I'm just breastfeeding her. Those quiet times have been when I'm changing her diaper in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And just me allowing God in the mundane processes. What wanazitanga jina different things.
Yeah.
In just those small things that probably don't even make sense to someone else.
Yeah.
Because at times it's 3 a.m., you're there, you're pumping. Those days of pumping.
Yes.
And everyone in the house is asleep. The house is quiet. It's just in the middle of the night and you're just there and you're thinking, my God. So in those moments, I have sought God. I have just like ground me because, hey, I'm going crazy.
Yes.
Sometimes I'm just showering and I'm like, God, please give me strength.
Grace.
Hey, and it has been sufficient for sure.
It has.
And someone said, how we say the grace has been sufficient.
I came with my baby on set.
Oh yes, this is a motherhood series,
yes.
And we've just woken him up with our yapping.
Yeah.
But he's well taken care of. Yeah. So someone said that how we say the grace has been sufficient, it's only sufficient for that season.
Yes.
You know how when we were single, when we were not even moms, we used to wonder how will we do it?
Yeah.
How will we manage?
Yes.
Right now you're going to work. And you're coming back and you've been a wife and you've been a mom and you're managing. Every day goes by. Because the grace is sufficient for this particular season. So that is an encouragement even to you who's watching us. And you're probably not a mom and you're wondering, will I manage? Because someone was asking, umetoka kazi, you've had such a bad day and they can't imagine how you're still going to be a wife and a mom. Honestly, the grace is sufficient.
Yeah, I think because God predestined our lives even before we came into being, into existence. So God knew there will be a time where Nice will be a mother.
Yes.
And I'll give her my grace and I'll mold her into it so that she can be able to withstand that season.
Yes.
Because, hey, the single Nice, I don't know how she would have managed this, but clearly it's the grace of God that has carried. Sometimes I'm like, if I am hacking motherhood, there's nothing I cannot
Can't
hack.
do exactly. Yeah, like bring me hard things. I'm a mom.
Yes.
I can face them. That's for sure.
I read somewhere a quote like, I'm a mom, you don't scare me.
Exactly. You would scare me. I'm a mother. I've had the toughest week.
Yes.
And yet here we are.
Yes.
Funny enough, I've actually had days at work. I'm literally surviving on 2-3 hours of sleep. And if I tell someone, they're like, how? Because sometimes those are my most productive days.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, I'm usually like, thank you, God, even for this job. And for my main job as a mom. Because all this makeup who I am as Ciku, all this
absolutely
make up me, as I can't be just a mom. I'm gonna go crazy.
Yes.
I need an outlet. Work, I can't just focus on just one thing.
Yes.
But all these things encompass who I am as a whole.
Yes.
And I've actually just come to see also how I know we've kind of digressed, but now even physically, okay, we'll go to physically. That's the last one I'm going to answer. Let me answer emotionally. I've also just come to see how I can handle so many things at the same time. I didn't think I would. I thought, Kitambo, it was just like something is overwhelming and I'm just going to focus on just that.
Yeah.
Right now, there's marriage, there's motherhood, there's work. I'm somebody else's daughter, I'm somebody's friend, I'm somebody's sister, So there's so many things. And sometimes in adulting, they all just come at the same time.
Yes.
What? It's somebody's funeral, somebody's wedding.
And you have to show up for all of them.
Yeah, and there's still your baby there waiting for you, like, hey, mama, and you still have to be everything for all these people. It's crazy, it's overwhelming, but it's honestly the best ever.
It is.
And sometimes when I just come home and I'm very screaming because she's seen me and I've had such a long day, it just makes everything else make sense.
Yeah.
So emotionally, I also agree with you. Being a mom has somehow helped me manage my emotions better. First of all, because I can't be rage all over and there's a baby
There's
here.
a baby there watching you and observing
set a good example, and I also can't bring out things to her that do not even concern her.
Yes.
My issues with my husband, my issues at work.
Yeah.
That's none of her business. She needs her mom sane.
Yes.
And sober enough to handle her, And honestly, motherhood is very sobering. Because sometimes I'm raising a girl. What kind of a woman am I modeling? I'm her first girl. I'm the first person she'll be like, I want to be like mama. And oh my God, it's going to be such a dream if she says that one day. But what kind of a girl is this that I am showing her,
Yeah.
And that has also made me very intentional even with my work with God, because the only way I can model her into the kingdom and to even get to love God is by showing her what that is like, what spending time with God is like. Physically, I'm struggling. I'm still in the ghetto. Okay, somehow, honestly, I am still learning to love my new self. Because, hey, guys,
what changes did you have?
Wait. Funny enough, okay, I stress feed. And I came to realize a bit too late that I used food as an emotional comfort.
Outlet.
Yes. I realized this a bit too late because what food was this? I was eating junk food, of course. It's just fries and soda. So the effects are very evident. Yeah, msiniangalia sana, mnaweza move on.
We listen, we don't judge.
Yeah, we don't judge. Please don't judge. Because, I'm still... I'm going to talk about this one day because I'm still struggling with it. I'm still like getting used to the fact that some clothes don't fit me.
Yeah.
And I have to let go. Literally as soon as this morning, I was just trying out for some clothes for this shoot. And I'm like, hata wewe unitoshe ile. I used to really love this one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm still learning to love myself in this season. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be out of this sometime soon. And
and be kind to yourself.
I'm trying. I'm really trying. Because anyway, I have birthed a whole human being.
Yes.
So it's not like I was just unhealthy or anything. It just came with the season.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's me physically. Didn't mean to end it on such a sad note. But anyway, talking of being sad and all, our third question: did you ever grieve your old self, or feel like you are disappearing? And what are some of the things you used to love that you found your way back to or are still looking for?
Of course, I did grieve.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm still grieving somewhat my old self because this is a new me.
Yeah, for sure.
I cannot be my old self anymore. There has to be some adjustments. I mean, it's life. We're bound to change. So, the other question was?
And now, what are some of the things you used to love that you found your way back to, or you're still looking for them? You're still looking for ways maybe to.
Okay, interior. I love creating spaces.
Yes.
So I feel like that is an outlet for me that I'm going back into.
Yes.
Sort of. My baby is crawling. So there are some things I have to do away with.
Of the door. I know.
I love them so much, but I have to.
Season.
Yes. So, but I love creating spaces. I just love being on Pinterest and creating boards.
Yes.
Another thing I used to love is dressing up, especially when going out. These days, it's been a minute since I went out.
And when you have the chance to go out, the dressing up is... Can I breastfeed? Can I breastfeed?
Yes. I have to check on the
Hey, babies.
clothes.
They come with a lot.
Yes.
We love them.
Yes.
We love them so much.
Something that maybe we are getting into was going out with my husband. We used to go on trips, even with your as couples.
Yes.
Hey, it's been
We
a
need to
minute.
go back to one. This is us shouting.
It's been a minute.
I know they'll be watching. Yeah, please.
They're somewhere behind the scenes.
Hint.
Yes, so I really miss those days whereby, or even come for sleepovers without having to think of packing how many diapers, how many onesies.
Hey, food.
These
Know
days
that
when they're eating, you have
food.
to know.
Wow.
Like if going to church is a hassle, you have to prepare the previous
day. Like the last thing that you think about when you're going to church is my outfit.
Yes.
Because I've thought about what I'm gonna dress this baby, what I'm gonna carry for her as extra outfits, food. Hey, how long are we going to be out? What am I going to carry? Snacks. Hey.
It is, so it's not automatic.
Yeah.
Hence why the 2 trips have reduced.
Yeah.
But I miss that.
I know.
I know it's for a season. Tai is going to grow up, and now we're going to incorporate. And Nawiri, we're just going to be incorporating them.
Yes.
In the end, hapa twende
full force until they're old. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yes.
Oh my God. So what? I totally grieved my old self, and this also came with, I think, postpartum depression. At some point.
You had depression?
Yeah, I think I really did.
I didn't realize I had depression until my husband pointed out to me that you are depressed.
Hey, but now you already got off from it.
Yes.
That's important.
He didn't point out at that time. I'm glad he supported me. Oh my God, he was of so much support to me in the 4th trimester. I don't know what I'll do to thank him.
Yeah.
So he did not point out to me. It was just until recently he told me, do you know you are depressed? Yes.
That's important. And this is giving you guys our flowers. Your flowers, not ours. Your flowers to our dear husbands. Thank you for being very supportive, because we've like I'm saying, Nice and I have walked in this journey together, so we know each other's story, and for sure we have seen how supportive our husbands have been. When we're saying here that during the 4th trimester we were just with our husbands, we had no nannies.
We didn't have any nannies.
Small baby, and you just holding their neck. And who was supporting us? Our husband.
My husband bathed up. I could not
remember you saying that,
giving birth to Tai, because I have never held a newborn. So I'm like, everyone else is telling me
Yeah.
this baby is big. He was 3.2
Yeah.
kgs.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is the tiniest human being.
ever
He might
seen.
even sleep
Exactly.
in between my
They look
hands.
so tiny.
Yes, so my husband was the one giving Ty his baths
Yes.
until my mom came in and showed me. Thank you to our moms as
Yeah,
well.
you see, it's important to community, and we're going to talk about that somewhere else. You know,
Yes.
we're going to talk about that in another episode about community. But this is just a moment for you guys, our husbands, because hey, you're talking about bathing, and for me, Calvin was the one who dealt with the navel. You know how the navel in a kanga.
Martin as well.
Me, I just saw that thing and I was like, I can't touch this
Yes,
thing.
I can't.
The nurses are like, it's already dead, so it's easy to clean. They like taught me how to. I was like, hey, Baba
Martin
yake
as well
atahandle.
until
And
it
he did until
came
it
off.
fell off, exactly. And he has handled this baby. He has cooked for me. And wow. As in, you guys,
I never,
was-
during that season, I don't remember. Martin was even prohibiting me from into the kitchen.
Exactly, because anyway, your season you need to heal. There's so much healing that needs to be done.
Yeah.
You just focus on the baby, because also the breast milk needs you to relax,
Yes.
and not be so tired.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, honestly, it made me really think about even like single moms and people probably who've even lost their spouses, because I was like, how do you do this? Because it's
So much
exhausting already,
respect.
you know. And honestly, I was actually those moments in the middle of the night, I used to pray for these women.
Yeah.
Some I don't even know. Some I've even seen online probably. Some I was just like, God, if there's a woman right now who is in this season that I am
Single,
in,
yeah.
and they're single or do not even have supportive partners, just give them the grace.
Yes.
And even introduce people to them. Send people to
Yes.
them who are going to
Yeah,
support them in different ways.
absolutely.
Hey, my heart
You
went
need
out
all
to
the
you guys.
support
you know,
you
you
can
really
get.
do. And what do I want to say? So we were talking about grieving. Me, I'm such a yapper, so I can really get lost in my train of thought. Excuse me. So I was talking about grieving my old self. Kind of lost my train of thought there.
Did you grieve?
Of course I did.
Are you still grieving?
Hey, am I still grieving? I grieved, yes, my old self, because it felt very weird. Oh, I was talking about postpartum, and the realization of how different I have become, and how, hey, now I'm like, this is like a new introduction of me to the world. That made me wonder how I'm going to relate to people. I think it also made me coil kidogo, because I was like, motherhood felt lonely.
It,
you know,
it feels.
It still does. Because I remember actually at a time we had guests at home who've come to, hey, see the baby, nini. So our house was literally full, and I was just seated there, and I was listening to hear whether my baby will cry. Me, I'm not listening to the conversation here. Hata siwaski. Mi nasikiza tu, nisikie tu,
Unakimbia, yeah.
let me go look and check on my baby. You know, like I was just, hey, sometimes it feels so lonely, and I've never understood what people meant when they were saying this. But honestly, it hit me that day. Like, there's a room full of people, but I am not in the room with them. I am not in the room with them, and that happened to me like several times. Even sometimes we're just having a conversation with my husband, and I'm like, my mind is literally not here, but this guy needs someone to talk to, because sometimes you just need an adult to talk to, away from the baby's bubbles and everything. You just need to hear an adult, have an adult conversation. But sometimes those conversations, I think they've got to float somewhere. Yeah. So in the interest of time, let me just answer that quickly. Some of the things that I used to love that I've found my way back to. For one is this podcast, guys. Hey, it's been a long time coming.
Job.
Thank you. It's been a long time coming. And yeah, we are hoping to maintain this momentum that we've started with. So I think this is the main thing. Another thing, now, of course, this podcast comes with me now writing more.
Yeah.
Writing even as a plan on episodes and such like things. So...
do you have a plan on writing a book? Because...
oh, wow. Hey, it's interesting that you've asked that, because it's always somewhere at the back of my mind. Like, I have even somehow written drafts here and there. Like, I've just never settled on what kind of book to write on. I think I haven't intentionally prayed about it and sought God on that matter as such. But for sure, I have always imagined my book somewhere in the shelves. TBC. You know, when you're thinking about something, you dream of the biggest picture.
Yes.
Like, you dream of the whole thing. As we are about to wrap up, let's talk about mom guilt and how it shows. How does it show up for you, and what does that sound like for you?
Maybe you should go first as I continue thinking about
Mine
this.
is easy. Oh my God, I have had mom guilt from the first day I went to work. For
Oh,
example,
yes.
hey, sometimes I'm just at work and I'm like, actually, mom guilt for me shows up mostly when I'm having a good day outside, away from my child. I usually feel like but then again now, I'm learning to just enjoy my day as Shiko, even without being Mama Nawiri. Like enjoying my day as me, filling my cup as me. And then now, there's no harm in me having a good time if my daughter is not around with me. Because wherever I've left her, she's well taken care of. Sijamwacha peke yake. She's well taken care of. Probably with her dad, probably with a nanny, probably with a relative, Hey, but that I have struggled with that a bit, especially now after going back to work and being outside a bit more. I've struggled a bit with that. Yeah.
I think for me it's also the same, especially when having moments of self-care. Maybe I want to take a nap.
Oh my God, yes.
So I'm like, am I being a bad mom by just letting Ty be with the nanny or the daddy? But then again, I remind myself I need to be the best man to Ty.
Exactly.
So I also need to pour into my cup. Yes, so that's how mom guilt shows up. That's one of the ways mom guilt shows up. Which other way? I had it in my mind, but I feel imepotea.
Mom brain right there.
Yes.
It's okay.
Yeah.
No biggie. But I totally get it. Sometimes even taking those quick naps.
Yes.
Sometimes you can't literally even shut your brain.
Oh, yeah.
God help us. God help us.
And when you wake up so refreshed.
Exactly.
And
you're
so energetic
energized
to play with
exactly.
the baby. Yeah.
And that's all you needed. You just needed just a few more minutes. Maybe I've taken a nap for like 3 hours and I was like, I think I needed like 5 more, make it 8, but not possible. But I felt so good afterwards. I could play, I could bath, I could do everything else that she needed. And she was fine.
Yeah.
She was literally fine.
Yeah.
So, if your younger self could see you right now, this is the last one. What will she say? Now, seeing you right now, this is not nice as a mom and everything. So if your younger self, you've talked about the single life. If she saw you right now, what will she tell you?
Hey, good job.
Exactly.
Good job. Good job. Excellent.
That was 3
Bravo.
times. Those stickers, the stickers preschool teachers give the students.
Yes.
Those ones.
Oh, bravo.
Nakupea,
How?
Good job. Good job.
Oh my God. I never knew I would hack it. I never knew motherhood. And you can never know motherhood.
Until
its
you're in
challenges, its joys, until you're in it. So, hey, the younger me will be so proud of this nice, who is a mother. Yes.
Beautiful. And good job. You're doing a very good job with
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. My younger self will be surprised that I've made it this far. Hey, definitely they tell me good job and I'm proud of you. Hey, I'm proud of you, Shiko. Hey, this far. Our babies are almost 1 year. Can you imagine?
Yes.
And here we are.
Oh my God.
We've made it. We've made it, girl. Good job. Good job. Congratulations. And to you, dear mom.
Yes.
Good job to you. You're doing an amazing, amazing
job.
It's overwhelming.
It is.
It's daunting. It's the most beautiful. And I've found the most joy in being a mom.
Me too.
I'm
always looking forward to
being around
spending time with Ty.
Exactly.
And he has such a beautiful smile. So like, oh my God.
And he lights up anytime I walk in their homes. So
Yes,
#best auntie. Competition is tight.
Yes.
Yeah. It's also beautiful to have another mom love on your child.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's amazing. So to you, dear moms, who is watching us today, who has enjoyed this podcast episode and has come this far, good job to you. Congratulations to you on your motherhood journey, on surviving this far, on being the best mom to your baby or babies, and for doing the very best that you can possibly do, for trusting yourself, for believing in yourself, trusting your mom instincts. Because I know it's hard to do that, but it's also very important to do so. Good job to you. Kudos to you. And let's keep doing this. Let's keep being amazing moms to our babies. Let's just keep giving the best and being the best version of a mom means also means taking time for yourself. So don't forget that. Don't forget to take time for yourself. Rest when you need to. Take that nap. Achia dadi wa mtoto ama nani wako sawa. Well, I'll see you in the next episode. This was amazing. I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.